I recently watched an interview of a former bar examiner in remedial law back in 2010, and what struck me was not just his credentials, he even mentioned that he once got a perfect score in remedial law, but the wisdom he shared about the bar exam. Here's the biggest takeaway: the bar exam is not a test of how much you know. It is a test of how you handle pressure. After 4 years in law school and months of review, he said, there is practically no question that you have not encountered in some form. Most bar questions are actually basic. The real issue is this: can you answer correctly while under intense pressure? Because the legal profession itself is a high-pressure environment. Judges may interrupt you. Hearings move quickly. Clients rely on you. If you panic, you lose clarity. And that is exactly what the bar tests: composure. His number one advice was simple: grace under pressure. If you panic during the exam, you forget what you know. But if you stay calm, your training will carry you through. He also gave practical advice from the perspective of someone who actually checked thousands of booklets. Imagine checking 6,000 to 7,000 handwritten answers. He said the booklets would arrive in sacks. He brought them everywhere, even on flights, because of the volume and time pressure. So think about it from the examiner's side. They are tired. They are reading thousands of answers. What do they want? Clarity, directness, structure. If the question asks, is it valid, or tama ba o mali, start with the answer: yes, no, valid, not valid. Then explain. Then give the legal basis. Cite the law. Cite jurisprudence if necessary, but do not go around in circles. He mentioned one thing that particularly irritated him as an examiner: rewriting the question. You do not need to repeat the question. The examiner wrote it, they know it. Use your time to answer, not to restate. Another important point he emphasized: while the bar is not an English test, poor grammar is a turn-off. Keep your sentences simple. Avoid long, complicated constructions. The longer the sentence, the higher the risk of grammatical errors. Short, clear, direct. That is how lawyers write. And finally, he reminded candidates to have faith, confidence in your preparation, faith in God, and trust that after years of study, you are capable. If I were to distill everything he said into key principles: the bar measures composure under pressure. Stay calm. Panic erases knowledge. Answer immediately and directly. Be brief but complete. Always give legal basis. Write clearly and simply. The bar is not designed to trick you. It is designed to see whether you can think like a lawyer under pressure, and that begins with calmness. You are more prepared than you think. 4 years of law school, months of review, hundreds of mock questions. The bar is just one more exam, but taken calmly. And remember, when you panic, you forget. When you're calm, your training shows. So practice calmness as much as you practice codals. If this helped you, share this with your co-barristers. And as always, laban lang. You've been studying for the bar, but do you actually know how to answer bar questions properly? Because knowing the law is very different from writing a bar-worthy answer. Many examinees lose points, not because they don't know, but because they answer the wrong way. That's why we offer Soar High free online bar coaching, focused on how to structure and write bar exam answers with real coaching from lawyers themselves. It's free. Click the link in the description below and start today, because passing the bar depends on how you answer.